All right, so we got White Fox coming around the corner. I hope it makes her better support. She's one of the best. She is the best support for leadership characters. So, there's that. Oh, sorry. Let's get to getting, shall we? Hello, Savak. Civic. Sorry. I don't know why I said Savak. Yeah. I could see her being useful. Like, her last uniform is like not needed. It's like a tiny bump. I hope that uniform is like a much needed, nice upgrade for her supportability. But we shall see, shan't we? Gonna do my sideway turn for the gifts so that I can actually scroll through it properly. I don't know why they always have us go here to the website just to get the free gifts. Like, why don't you just send it to our inbox? I guess to remind us it exists, to get us to go there and shop. I don't know. Do not know. Man, I don't think I'm going to be finishing this. This sucks. That's what happens when they put ridiculous requirements. Sheesh. Let's do world. Well, let's start our day the way we usually start it, with some GBR. First time you said Sevic was correct. Savak is correct, not Sevic. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was Savak because you told me before I said it right. I could have sworn Sevic was the way it was supposed to be said, not Savak. So Savak. It's actually kind of a cool name. Alright, Savak. Should have corrected me last time. Sounds like an angry spy. Do not mess with Savak. We will get information from you one way or another. Just... Anyway. Enough of that for now. I swear, this game gets laggier and laggier. Four, three, two, one. Yeah. Well, here's your ha 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 ha. I'm the Sorcerer Supreme. Done. Did you watch Spider Noir? No. As much as I like Nicolas Cage, I'm freaking done with Disney. I ain't watching. I have little to no interest in any of their stuff. Did you watch it? Did you like it? Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you can't. Just to be clear, I'm not one of those people like, it's crap. And then someone else likes it. Oh, you're crap for liking crap. No, I'm not like that. I'm just like, I don't like it. I think it, I actually think Spider-Man Noir was actually one of the cooler alternate versions. Yes, it was actually very good. Cool. It's good. Emblem collection. Yeah, I've not really worked on my emblems in a while. I wonder if I got enough to upgrade some more. I forget which collection is for which. Alliance battle. So Hulk is Alliance battle. So actually I do want the Hulk ones. Cool. Good enough for me. Let's see where my Hulks are. The Incredible Hulk. Level up. What does this do? Increase all elemental damage. That's actually worth leveling up. Boom. Can we max it? No. We can get up a little chunk though. Getting there 1%. Is this really the best legendary emblem? Probably. Best legendary emblem I have. What does this do? That's world boss elemental. I would rather alliance battle elemental, obviously. Is there any other oranges that I want to consider before I blow them all? There's an orange. Timeline, nope. Timeline, nope. Don't care about those that much. Dimension Rift, don't care. Dimension Rift, don't care. What's this? World boss. Again, with the physical damage in the world bosses. I think I'm just going to go ahead and burn them all in the Cho. Here you go, Cho. Cho real, yo. See how cool I am? I got the hip lingo like all the kids. Okay. What's this Hulk do? Mind damage? Still give us points for collection. I might do that one next. What other Hulks do we have? Oh, there's some Hulks down here. But I don't have any. Here's some green Hulks. What's this one? Defenses, physical. Okay, that might be reasonably. Oh no, that is a yeah, legendary one. Wow. Okay. Thought it would go to the next one like that by hitting over. Apparently, it does not. Okay. Yeah, I don't even have that one. All right. I guess we'll finish this one first for the Hulks. Just do it. Okay, I can't work on that Hulk. That Hulk's done. Let's see what we got down here. It's the next cheapest Hulk. What do we got? Recovery rate, dodge rate, energy defense, all basic defense, and physical defense. So I guess out of all of those, I think I would rather have the recovery rate first. That's a shield. That's not the one I want. Guess dodge rate is also worthwhile. Okay. It's also a recovery rate? Okay. And I'm running out of these quick. That's fine. Did you watch at all? Like, did you watch an episode or did you see the trailer and just like, oh, just to be clear, I have not seen trailers for it and I have not seen episodes for it. It's just I'm done with Disney. So it's not like I dislike Spider-Man Noir. Like I said, I like Nicolas Cage and I actually like the general design of the character. As a alternate reality Spider-Man, it's probably my favorite version of an alternate reality. I just have zero interest in it because it's Disney, and Disney craps all over everything they make. So I have had basically zero interest in Disney over the last, I don't know, 10 years. And the interest has dropped rapidly. I actually got Disney Plus before, and I was so excited to see all the old Disney movies I grew up with and loved. And they're altering some of them. What do you mean it's not Disney? Disney owns Marvel. It's all freaking Disney, dude. All Disney. Try again. It is Sony and Amazon Prime. Really? So it's on Amazon Prime. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll watch it. Yeah, I know they do. They kept loaning them to Disney Marvel, though. So I thought this was one of those things. I've not been watching a lot of TV lately. When I do watch TV, it's with my wife, and we're rewatching Supernatural. It's my second or third time through, and it's her 15th time through the whole series. She's a fan. In case that's not obvious. We'll see. I'll have an opinion, I'm sure. I just haven't seen it yet. So. It got such good ratings. Now, I don't trust the ratings. I never have trusted ratings, whether it be fan ratings or other ratings, because I have seen movies that are rated extremely high that I find trash, and I've seen movies rated extremely low that I think are amazing. So I always try to form my own opinion. Yeah. Really, I feel like you're over exaggerating that there, but sure. All right, fun. TMI. What's the name of the character who is the reincarnated son of Scarlet Witch and is destined to become Demiurge in the future? Wiccan. What institution trained Black Widow? That would be Red Room. Which is one of Ant-Man's, which is not one of Ant-Man's abilities. Well, he doesn't have thermokinesis. What's the name of the character who is T'Challa's childhood friend and leader of the Dora Milaje? I don't know how to say it. Okoye. Blaze, can I annoy you to watch the trailer and get your opinion now? I guess. I mean, not a lot talking going on, but why not? What's the name of the character who is Hulk's nemesis and gain unlimited intelligence through gamma radiation leader? Hold on.
Every mystery forms a complex web. But pull the right strand, and it's a straight line to the answer.
Universe trends to disorder. Monsters on the loose. All you can do is fight to keep the chaos from your door.
I came here to offer him a job. My friend disappeared.
You haven't given us much to go on.
What can I say? The world's a dangerous place. But I think you're braver than you let on.
Got me growing 6 black. You've been in a hole ever since Ruby died.
We're chasing ghosts.
Maybe we can be alone together.
This is your chance to put that shovel down. So what are you waiting for? Let the best man live.
This is how it ends.
The people could use a hero. Fighting is the point. Who's the best show in town?
What happened to your face?
I walked into a door.
How many times?
Well, that's new.
Yeah, sorry, it sounds crazy, I know.
Indifferent. I mean, it's not like looks horrible. It's just I don't care. There's nothing in the trailer that made me go, but nothing in the trailer made me cringe either. It was just kind of, I mean, it looks interesting. I would watch it in black and white. Yeah, I saw it. I saw that at the end. It said that in the trailer itself. So I mean, I just, yeah. No, again, I just don't really have the time right now, so it's not top priority for me. I will watch it at some point, I'm sure. Especially now that I know it's on Prime. I do have Amazon Prime, so I can definitely watch it. Yeah, I don't have strong feelings either way. I'm just kind of, like I said, indifferent is the best way to describe it. I'm not really familiar with Spider-Man Noir. I do like old school detective type stuff like that. Like I grew up with characters like Dick Tracy, which was also a comics character. With Warren Beatty, I like that show, and it has very reminiscence of that old gangster type of detective feel. That old, I forget what they call them, but yeah, it's that. I like that type of movie and show typically. With the superheroes, it might make it too distorted for me, that I might not enjoy it. I don't know. Yeah, I do like detective movies. Like I said, I like that old detective feel, but I feel like the powers are going to throw it off, because then it takes you out of that old detective feel, and I don't know. I liked the movie Watchmen, which was not really that great. So if they do it right, it could be enjoyable. I'll probably like it, honestly. I don't think I'll love it, but I think I'll like it based upon that trailer. rank 2. Man, I don't know how they got past me, but that's whatever. Oh, it's time to craft and burn more materials since there's a cap on this stuff. I don't know why there is, but there is. What else do we have to sweep? Sweep the leg, Johnny. Guess that's it. Guess I could do my alliance battle run real quick, but I gotta switch to my phone. Yeah, screw it. Let's do my alliance battle run real quick. I like my alliance battle run. Let me reboot my phone. That seems to help. And he is a private detective. I know that. I know that much. I've never read any of the comics, and I've only seen him in Across the Spider-Verse, which I consider to be a horrible movie, by the way. I did not enjoy it. Phone's rebooting, so we gotta hang tight for a second here. That's interesting. There we go. Oof, that took a while. Kind of froze. I held down the power button. And why he doesn't go by Peter Parker. And there's such a good explanation for the name that I can't spoil. Oh. Yeah, I don't know exactly why he goes by Ben Reilly. I don't really care. Who knows? I might like it more not having context. I think that's the thing. It's like, if people are going to do their own story, they should do their standalone. But the fact that they're doing their own version of stuff drives me nuts. So if Amazon Prime did their own version, which I'm sure they did, I'm sure I'm going to have issues once I find out the actual original. One second. Phone link. Come on. Alright. It's loading my mobile screen, so we just got to give it a second. Hopefully there's no lag or delays. You can never tell. Alliance battle. Looks smooth so far. I rebooted the phone. Usually the best I can do. I like spoiling, but I won't because that's how good it is. There's no such thing as spoilers to me. Like, everyone's like, I don't want to know, it's going to ruin it. It's like, you can only watch it once, and if it's good, I watch it multiple times typically. So I don't care. I actually look up plots and stories all the time. I'll look up the stuff before I watch it. If you don't want to tell me because it will ruin it for other people who watch my channel, that makes sense. But if you want to tell me in Discord, I don't care. I'm going to look it up anyway. Like, I really don't care. And I don't need to understand why other people care, so I try to respect other people. So for example, if somebody says they don't want spoilers, I always check. because I want to be respectful of others, because we all enjoy our media in our own way. Uh-oh. Is there a lag? Yeah, it's lagging, of course. Of course it's lagging. Even though I rebooted and I have nothing else running. Man, I just can't win. So I'm sorry. You're going to have to sit through some laggy gameplay. Because I just need to get this done and out of the way since I started it already. Okay, one didn't go off. That's fun. I love when one doesn't go off. Okay, a lot of my skills are not going off. That's fun. We'll go ahead and restart. Maybe it'll stable itself. Today is Saturday, right? In the US, at least. That's better. Not for the lag, though. Oh my goodness, it's dragging. I don't know how that stunned me and knocked me to the back, but whatever. That's going to hurt my score. Can usually tell about here if I'm going to do good or not. When I clear this guy, I'll be on, I'm sorry, Ultron next. I'll be on Gore, and usually I can tell how bad or good I'm going to do based upon my score at the end of Gore. I don't know why I'm dashing around so much. 23 million at the start of Gore. That might be a reasonable score. I might actually get close to 30 mil. I'm not going to hold my breath, but so far we are on track for having a reasonable score. Huh, maybe that does help. I'm going to try that trick, see if it helps. Sorry about the lag again. It'll only be for this AB. Oh, move. Okay. Wait till the bar is hittable again, like that, and then hit. Apparently I can lose some damage by using skills before. Oh, okay. That was the suggestion from one of the people watching last time I streamed. They said, "Are you sure you're not losing score when they are unhittable for their bar? Their bar is like not moving, and you're using all your skills. Are you not losing damage?" I said, "I don't think I am." Like right there, stop, and then make sure they do their jump. And then wait to their hit point bar like that, and then start hitting them. And then that's why you get the full damage. I haven't tried that. I'm going to try it this time and see if it makes a difference. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I think he's going to do his thing here in just a second. Oh, I hate standing around this much. Okay, let that stuff splash. Wait for his hit points right there. Boom. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. Okay, I just died. That was fun. Let's try that again. Since it's so laggy, I'm probably going to stop that for now. I have Do Not Disturb on, yet I am still getting, I don't know why it's lagging so much, yet I'm still getting text messages popping up, because that's fun. Alright, we'll play some other stuff, and I'll play that later. Why is Do Not Disturb not working? It's right there, Do Not Disturb, but it's still coming up. Your guess is as good as mine. Like I said, I'll come back to that later. Ugh, the whole point of Do Not Disturb is I don't want my freaking messages being online. Hey, Big Surf, how's it going? I don't know when you joined, but I was getting lag, so I decided to stop playing that for a second. I'll come back to that after the stream. Hey, Blaze, you keep getting personal messages. I'm okay. Just kind of doing my daily stream for the day. Enjoying some Marvel Future Fight. I tried casting my phone to my TV, got very little lag, and it hides all the notifications, even without Do Not Disturb. Yeah, I don't know why Phone Link wants... I mean, Phone Link is basically so you can use your mobile device on your actual computer, so you're supposed to be able to do and see everything on your screen. Casting to my TV isn't going to help me to stream, though. I need a new computer, I think. Mine's 7 years old. Man, that's a slow stream today. Let me turn off the power save so it doesn't keep going to sleep. We'll let this play through. Chat a little bit. Still daily driving my 2011 HP laptop. I just meant as far as like emulation and streaming goes. My computer still runs fine. It's even capable of running Windows 11, but Windows won't let me install it because, well, they don't support my CPU, even though the CPU is strong enough. I've decided I'm running a new team now. I'm using Sentry with double support. So far, it does pretty decent. I tend to win more than if I use Sentry, Null, and Kang. Sentry double supported seems to do much better, but it looks like this Gore is going to own me today. It's another very popular team, but I don't have another conquest for Gore. And obviously, if Sentry goes, the whole team goes, because it's basically just Sentry. Yeah, that team I'm going up against is the team I was using. And the team I'm using now seems to be doing better. I do have a brilliant conquest. Doesn't have a 30 wall, it's got a 27 wall, but at least it's over the 20. You know, let's turn off repeat for a second and let's grab Jeff. My name is Jeff. Sorry. Old joke, very funny. Ouch. Can't remember what Maul does. Oh yeah, they're showing all the stuff here now. Yay. Ebony Maul. It's the 40 and 35. Damage to Universal type specifically, which is probably why he's not going to be as good as Jeff. Can't remember what Jeff does, though. Jeff might not be as good. See, 45 and 40, that's about the same. Yeah, screw it. Let's try it with Jeff. Hey! Jiraiya, good to see you. Yo, how are you? Not too bad, not too bad. Just doing some timeline battle. Doing a double sport with Sentry. Although I guess technically Ebony Maw would still work because all three of these guys are all universals. Jeff has a liberation. Colossus also has, I think, a liberation, probably. I don't think he has an insight. And he has reflect, which is brutal. I'm off right now to go practice. Cool, Savak. Can I ask you for a favor? Maybe. I mean, you can ask, doesn't mean I'll fulfill it. What's up? Ha! I'll be an ass after you ask, so. What's the favor? Watch the first episode of Spider-Man Noir and tell me what you think. Nah. I don't got time, man. Like I said, I've got too much going on. And I severely doubt my wife has any interest in watching it, so I'd rather watch Supernatural with her. But if I ever do watch it, I will let you know. I don't have time, dude. I don't want to wait. I don't want to spend my time watching a show I don't really have a lot of interest in. I've got too much other stuff going on right now. Free time is limited. Anyway, have a good practice. Doesn't matter. The TV time I have, I spend with my wife. My wife has no interest in it. I'm not going to try to convince her to watch it instead of Supernatural, so. Spider-Man Noir. It is a alternate reality show by Disney on Amazon Prime that has a different Spider-Man, which is played by Nicolas Cage. He's an old detective in an old noir type series, and you can watch it in black and white or color, and it's basically like an old detective movie, but it's got Spider-Man in it. Yes, I'll show you the trailer. If you have any interest, you can always watch it with me, and then we can let Savak know our... Well, for the Spider-Man noir, it makes sense. Do you remember that really, really bad animation across the Spider-Verse one? With all the different spider people? Okay. Well, there's a Spider-Man in a black trench coat with a hat, and that's Spider-Man Noir. So this is a live-action version with Nicolas Cage as him. I know you would. That's what I'm telling him. Hey, Fat Bubba. Good to see you. How you doing today? Oh, wait. I don't think I went far enough. Yeah. Who do I have to clear this level? Do I have Odin? I do. Odin will make short work of them. With Gungnir, the swaying one. That's what Gungnir means, by the way. A live, how about yourself? Oh, alive, how about yourself? Are you happy for White Fox to be out of paywall? No, I think she should stay in paywall. I already have her, so it doesn't affect me. I'm a jerk. What can I say? I think when characters are paywall, they typically make them a little bit stronger to make it worth the investment. So having her come out of paywall might affect her in a negative fashion. I'm okay. I'm alive too. Man, LD Player used to be able to keep up with Marvel Future Fight, and I swear it's lagging more and more the more I play it. Those of you who are not familiar, I am playing on an emulator, which is basically a program on Windows that runs an emulated other system. In this case, it's emulating an Android, so it's basically allowing me to play Android games on a computer with a USB controller, which is how I prefer to play. Man, you're pissing me off with those stones, dude. I do this for two reasons. The number one reason is I'm old. At least the oldest I've ever been. And my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. I have issues seeing... Like, I cannot read on my tiny little phone screen. So I cannot see half of what's going on. I cannot read any of the words or menus. So I want something big on a nice big computer screen. That's the main reason I use an emulator. The second reason I use an emulator is my phone is old and it overheats. And even though I have bought a fan that plugs in and goes on the back, it still cannot handle over 20 minutes of gaming. After about 20 minutes to a half hour of gaming, especially on Marvel Future Fight, it feels like a warm cup of coffee, and it gets warmer after that. So yeah, I, for the most part, prefer playing on emulators. I just wish they had one for Linux so I can completely ditch Windows, because Windows can go jump off a cliff. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What are you going to do now? You're going to face Gungnir. That's what you're going to do, Black Dwarf. And Ebony Maw. your sidekick. It's like 4 years old. What's 4 years? Oh no! What's 4 years old? That's not good. That's not good. Whew, I survived. My phone's 4 years old? Yeah, that's old for a phone. White Fox. Uh-oh, that's not good. I looked away. I turned back and I was dead. But Thor has enough strength to defeat, so it's good. It's fine. We're good. We're good. We got her clear. Unlock challenges. You have to use Ulven. Interesting. Let's drop this down to 45 because I don't think my emulator is going to handle this that well. And we're going to use Zeus, who I stripped and gave all of his stuff to Odin, like his brilliant competition. And now he has a mighty competition. I see what you're saying, though, because White Fox has been out for 4 years. It's about time other people can get her without paying. I get it. Here's my big thing when it comes to paying for video games like Marvel Future Fight. I have to say, Marvel Future Fight is the most worthy game I've ever found mobile-wise to spend any sort of money on, ever. But keep in mind, when you buy something on Marvel Future Fight, you are telling the developers that this game is worth paying for, so I'm going to help pay your salary. If you do not purchase and you are always free to play, that's fine, but that does not help the developers. That does not help keep the game alive. I have since stopped spending money on this game. I do the Stark Stash every month, always have, always will. And if a uniform comes out, I'll spend the $20 US and I'll buy the stuff so I can get the uniforms. And then once a year, on Black Friday, I'll spend up to $50. So I am still spending a little bit, but I'm not spending what I used to spend. I've actually spent, in total, over $3,000 on my account. This is over an 8-year time span. And the first 4 or 5 years, I was basically free to play. I wasn't even getting Stark Stashes originally. But just keep in mind that if you do not spend at all ever, eventually the game will die. The way you keep it alive, the way you keep getting good updates, is giving them enough money to be able to afford and put a whole development team on doing new releases, as well as paying for the IP rights to use the characters. Just something to keep in mind. That doesn't mean you have to go out and spend. That doesn't mean everyone has to spend. It's just the reality of the situation. So, when I say stuff like I don't care that there's paywall characters, it's not because I'm trying to be like, well, I have the character, so I don't care whatsoever. I'm trying to say that it's good to have paid content in a game that you want future development for and long life. In fact, there is a game called, what was it? Marvel, crap, I don't remember what it was called now. There is a game that was more like an RPG style game, and you can customize the characters and all that. It was like Marvel Revolutions or Marvel Future Revolutions or something like that. And the game's already dead. Because their cash shop made no sense. It was grindy and cringy. And nobody spent money on it, so they couldn't keep the game alive. So even though people were playing it for free still, nothing was worth buying on it, so people stopped paying for it. And that's what kills a mobile game, is people not spending money on it. It's probably the main reason they don't port this to, like, Steam or something, because the graphics and gameplay, I'm playing with a controller. This game is 100% playable on Steam, and it's got the graphics to support it. I've got graphics turned down so my emulator doesn't lag too much, but they probably will never port it because of the gacha game style, where you have to spend money or gamble for a chance to get upgrades. Now, I don't like the gambling, I really don't. But I will say that this game has some of the most reasonable prices, too. Like, if you compare this to other gacha games, you can get a lot better stuff. You can even straight up buy stuff, which you can't do in other games. Yeah, my VIP is like 13 or something. I think we are same VIP. Oh, you're also 13? Yeah, okay, so you're in the same boat. So you probably spent at least $2,000. But yeah, doing stuff like that tells the developers that their game's worthwhile. Please keep developing it. And again, you are helping to pay for their salaries. It's expensive, man. It's really expensive. A really good entry-level developer is going to be making at least like 80,000 US dollars a year, at least in the US. A seasoned, experienced developer is going to be making 150 all the way up to 200,000 for a senior level developer. So if you have a development team and you, like, I don't know, like, let's say they have 6 people. I mean, you're talking almost $500,000 a year in salaries alone. I mean, you can't just shrug it all off like, oh, you know, well, everything should be provided for free. Like, this is people's time, money, and living. Like, this is how they make a living and feed their families and stuff. I thought I was going to die there. So anyway, I'm all for spending as long as it's within reason, and so far, Marvel Future Fight feels like it's within reason. I have no idea what they pay people in Korea for a development job, but I'm sure they're probably spending at least $500,000, maybe $1 million or more on just the salaries. It probably costs them close to $2 million to keep this game live, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know that for a fact. Don't quote me. It's not like I'm got secret insight or anything like that. Like, I'm not even affiliated with them. Like, I don't even talk to them. They just picked me for the program because I support the game and stream and help other players. Oh, sorry, Mike Cardison. I was playing and I missed your comment. On ABX, no restriction, do you use Odin? What team composition do you use? So, ABX, no restriction, the best to use is Doctor Strange with the spacesuit. I use Odin, and I'm using Odin with Thor with the old uniform and Valkyrie with the newest uniform. I have a competition on my Odin, and I'm scoring about 22.5 million for my account. Doctor Strange, if you can play him right with the spacesuit, which is a pain in the butt to do, should be able to score upwards of 25 to 30 million probably for some people. He's hard for me to play. He's hard for most people to play because you have to be really quick with it. Odin is much more easy to play, so I use self-leadership. Other considerations would be Zeus's leadership with Odin and Thor, because both Zeus and Thor strike for Odin, and using that striker skill 3 times does help up your score. Other options and considerations, I'm sure you could use pretty much any support character since it's open day, I guess, but that's what I'm using personally. But I'm an 11-year player. Yeah, I'm a 10-year player. I just haven't been spending the whole 10 years. Like, I started playing when the Doctor Strange movie came out, the first one for the MCU. I really liked it, even though it's way different than the comics. They kept enough of it the same and did enough homage that I was like, I can tolerate this. I have a lot of complaints about the movies, but I still think it's one of the best MCU movies, in my opinion. And I wanted a game with Doctor Strange in it. I grew up with Doctor Strange. He was before my time, and I read his comics and saw him in cartoons like The Amazing Spider-Man back in the 80s and 90s. I saw the original live-action Doctor Strange, which I could show you clips for, which was like in the 70s. It was before my time. Loved it. Always loved it. Thank you. Doctor Strange is hard for me to use. Yeah. Doctor Strange is hard for a lot of us to use. I can't pull it off. I score 19 to 20 million when I use Doctor Strange spacesuit, and my Odin is scoring 22.5 million for me. So like I said, Odin lead with Thor with his old uniform. Not his newest one, his last one. And using Valkyrie. Now, I want to point some things out. My Valkyrie has an artifact, the newest uniform, and a support CTP. So it'll vary. And I also have pretty stacked Odin. I have obviously use Loki for the striker. I don't have his type maxed yet. ISO 8 Poa artifact. I've got a type matching plus 25 star artifact. I've got a brilliant CTP of competition with Fury. The bottom numbers, here's the bottom numbers at the moment. So definitely can work on this a little bit. It's not perfect. And I do have a mythic uniform. And rank 213. So I've got them pretty well built. Everything amplified. All Odin's blessings on everything there. And then my Valkyrie. If I see Thor, I'll point out Thor. You can see the uniform I'm talking about. I can't remember the name of it. There he is. So this is the uniform you want for Thor. This is the best striking uniform for him. Even though the new uniform is better for World Boss, this is the best striking uniform for him. And then I just tier forward Valkyrie. I don't know where she's at. There she is. She's right there in front of me. So with Valkyrie, I do have a Mighty Liberation on her. So that helps. I do have her artifact. That also helps. Because this is based upon Odin's instincts. That helps too. So just keep that in mind, that I have her newest uniform with an artifact and a liberation. So that's why I'm doing so well with my team comp. All of that plays into it. By the way, since we might have some new people, not that you have to, but I do have a Discord. If you want to join, you can ask questions. There are some other folks in here. What? How do I... Oh, exclamation. That's right. Exclamation Discord. There are some people in there who also have advice. Like, I don't always have the best advice. I just do the best I can. But if anyone wants to join my Discord, you just got to follow the rules, not be a prick. If you're a prick, I'll warn you. If you're a prick too many times, I'm just going to kick you. I'm not dealing with the drama anymore. I had some folks that used to be, I thought, friends. And maybe I just have thin skin, but I told them to stop some things, and they thought it was funny to continue, and I eventually just kicked them. And I haven't talked to them since, apparently. Apparently they're pissed at me for kicking them, so it is what it is. But I'm not dealing with that again. I want it to be a friendly community where folks help each other out, give each other advice, talk about the game. So if you want to support a community, join me. If you want to be a douchebag and troll people, just don't even bother. I'll just kick you. I also have opt-in, so you have to agree to the rules. And once you agree to the rules, you choose your roles. So if you don't want to talk about religion, then don't join the religious channels. If you don't want to talk about martial arts, don't join the martial arts channels. It's pretty straightforward. In fact, there's a specific Marvel Future Fight only group of channels that is literally a Marvel Future Fight role, including a notification ones. Like when I go live, there's notifications. If you don't want to be reminded when I go live, don't choose that role. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You got options, which is why I'm also such a dick about the rules, is because I don't want people bugging people that don't want to talk about certain topics. Like, you know, if you're there for certain reasons, and if you want to talk about those topics, go to the right channel. It's not that hard. Not that hard. Anyway, off my soapbox. Moving on. Clearly, I have strong feelings about this. Gaming's supposed to be fun, right? It's my freaking free time. Like, if I'm spending hours doing something, I want to enjoy myself. I don't want to stress out about it. So if I have... Oh, don't die, don't die, don't die. Oh, come on. I got locked down and couldn't move. Ugh. The nature of the game. Anyway, I should not be stressed out, annoyed, or just dealing with drama crap on something that's supposed to be a hobby and for fun, and I'm not going to anymore. So yeah, have fun, play the game. Thanks, I will build him. Currently, I can score 21 million, aiming for max reward. Nice, nice. 21 million is a very reasonable score for Odin, in my opinion. I know some people are scoring much more. For the most part, Odin is still a very viable option, I think. My alliance is one of the top alliances. Like, they're one of the top 3 AB alliances. Much better than I am. But they always end up in the top 5 ranking. But yeah, they're easily one of the top 3 alliances. And for the most part, they're still experimenting. So it's not like etched in stone that he's the best option for Open Day. As far as I know, Doctor Strange still is. But he is in high consideration for that spot for replacing Doctor Strange spacesuit. Those of you who don't know the whole Doctor Strange spacesuit, Open Day, Doctor Strange's spacesuit, you can actually check out there's a guy called Bob Sarge. He does YouTube videos, and he actually shares rotations like I do. He plays way better than I do. He could take my account, and I guarantee with my Odin, he could probably score 25 mil. For Open Day, he's scoring 40 million. 43 million, I think, is the highest he's gotten. With Storm, I'm scoring maybe 30 if I can. Like, dude's insane. Like, it's not just his overbuilt account, it's his skill. And he has a video up of Doctor Strange spacesuit that'll show you how to play it. But essentially what you're doing is you're spamming a rotation because you have instant cooldown after you use your 5. And his rotation's something like 3-2-4, 3-2-4, 3-2-4, and you have to do it like 5 times. And then you have to use your 5 in between to give you the instant cooldown to be able to spam. And that's the hard part, is people being able to hit the skills to do enough rotations before the next cooldown. And people like Bob Sarge can get all of them in there. It's absolutely insane watching him play. It's like, it's unfathomable to me. But Bob Sarge is also one of the top 10 AB players in the world. I'm only like top. I always fall in the top 5 to 600. So I'm not like a noob, but I'm definitely not in the same league as players like that. There we go. Getting caught out. Sheesh. Mike, are you free to play? Probably not if he's doing 21 mil and he has an Odin built out. Odin's a very expensive character unless he's been playing for a while. I'd be very surprised if he's a free-to-play player. But we'll let Mike answer for himself. Might need to drop this. I always drop this. I try to do it as high as I can, typically. I do try to push. Oops, too far. Pushing can be hard sometimes, though. I think I might have to drop this down to the ladies level. Yeah, I don't have any leadership level folks that are free. So, ladies level. I'm going to drop it down to the lowest ladies level. I do get some lag when I stream. And I get some lag when I use the emulator. So I'm just going to not give myself a headache because no matter how fast I click the buttons, it's just not responding. And I don't want to play on my phone because it overheats. Man, it's like a broken record. Moon Knight sucks. Like, he's terrible at World Boss. And he's the best option. He is meta for AB, but his score is piss poor compared to other AB metas. He's still the best speed day meta for AB, but yeah, I would avoid using Moon Knight. And I have tried him. I've tried him on... He does not do good, unfortunately. Whee! Oh, what are you gonna do? Phoenix gonna burn ya. Haha, froze. I've got all the Aether. What you gonna do now? Bow down to Phoenix. Wee. Wee. Damn, he got it first. That's alright. 10 bars, you're gonna go. Move. Oh, he's gonna get that one too. Crap. Hopefully we can get him before the third. Yep, figured we would. I didn't think we were going to get through 3 anyways. So it doesn't really matter if he picks him up because he's gone. Finished. Finito. Done. Devastated. %, all attack versus 20% all attack proc from Ghost Rider card. Which one is better, sir? Hello, Immortal. 10% all attack versus 20% attack proc. I mean, it depends. Depends. So if you're looking at the cards, you're looking at the 6 stat for the crafted cards for that nice quality 7, 10% all attack, or if you're talking one of the top stats, the all attack helps everything. The 20% jumps in on occasion. Your attack never stacks. Like, it doesn't, I'm sorry, cap. You can have as much attack as possible. So in most cases, yeah, you kind of want to have the attack, but keep in mind that those procs are rare, and that's what makes those cards super good, because they don't just give raw stats. It gives you an extra boost. It takes your attack and adds 20% onto it every so often when the proc goes off. So I guess I need more context than just the single stat versus the single stat. Because standing alone, technically the 20% is better. Because even though it hits on occasion, it's still a boost in attack, and it's actually double. So instead of just doing 10%, it's doing 20%. So technically, stat to stat, one's better, but the proc's better. But, I mean, you got to look at the whole card and your whole account effect. So I guess I would need more context. What character would you like to come to the game? I don't think there's a single character that's missing, in my opinion, so I don't think I have an answer for that, because my 3 favorites are in the game. Doctor Strange, Magneto, and Shang-Chi. Those are my 3 favorite Marvel characters. All of them are in the game. I can't think of a single Marvel character that I think should be added that is missing. I mean, there's plenty that would be fine, but I think our roster's too big, and my biggest complaint is they add characters that suck. Like, there's a lot of characters that are not usable anywhere. A-Bomb. You're talking about Abomination? Abomination's already in the game. I don't know what you mean by A-Bomb. So, Immortal, do you have... you want to share your in-game name? I can look at your cards, and if there's a card you're thinking of replacing, getting a side-by-side comparison would probably help give an opinion. Oh my goodness. No, his name is A-Bomb from Agents of Smash. Ah. Not familiar with that character. I don't know anything about him. I mean, there's certain characters that I like that aren't in Marvel Future Fight that are Marvel. But, I mean, I have to really rack my brain for some of the odd ones. Like, Shatterstar would be kind of cool, but... Trying to think of anyone else that really stands out. I mean, there's other X-Men characters that were kind of cool, too, that I wouldn't mind seeing. I mean, even the characters that are in here, I don't know all of them. Like, I had to look up some of them. Other ones I know very well. So all of the big ones that I grew up with as a kid have been included. You know, like your Spider-Man, Morbius, Avenger, all the Avengers characters, most of the X-Men characters. I even have some really rare ones like Lin Lai, which he was recently ported from manhwa over into comics with Marvel Comics. And I bought his first release of that. Trying to think of rare Marvel characters that aren't in this that I wanted to see, and I can't think of any. Other than Shatterstar, because I don't think Shatterstar is in here. Obviously. Obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't have mentioned him. Fodder. I guess Immortal left. Okay. Oh, I get to pick? Oh, I can't pick Lightning. Kind of bullshit is that? I'll use the energy one so I can give it back to Zeus, since I stole it for Uthin. So go to the inventories. We will go to the... dismantle all this crap real quick. I don't need all of this. Nah, I'm still here, bro. Oh, cool. Yeah, did you want me to look at the card on your account that you were thinking of replacing? I mean, you don't... I mean, again, that's just my opinion, so, I mean, if you're not interested, that's fine, but... I am eventually... I need to do it soon. I have plans to do a high-level advice video for all sections of the game. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But essentially, like, yeah, this all attack is huge, and obviously things down here as well. Like, so the energy and physical combined make 10% all attack, but it's still worth having because of that 20% proc. So you do want to, you want that proc. You want that proc on your cards, like White Fox and Luna Snow. These have procs. You want that proc on all of them because you get your 10%. Plus, you know, whatever's down here. So there's like 20% all attack on this card. And then on top of all of that, I'm getting this proc. And that's usually what you want to do. You want to try to get both of them. Hey, Officially Eli, good to see you. By the way, those of you who are on YouTube right now, if you see words pop up and they're not yours, that's because I have Twitch plugged in for the chat. So all of that comes across. Convert you to a roll. I kind of want to re-roll this, but I want to wait. Like, I'm trying to get this card, which also has... So I have the proc. Critical rate's fine. I mean, obviously, the all resist would be better if it was dodge. But I'm not going to keep re-rolling this. It's a quality 7. But I've got, you know, all attack and the cooldown. And then up here, look at these stats. All attack, critical rate, critical damage. Like, the lightning sucks. I get that. Max hit points, or I guess movement speed. But, like, okay, whatever. This one over here, ignore defense, is the best stat here, even though I don't need it. This one I need to have dodge. I cannot lose the dodge. But if I can re-roll this to a blue dodge, this card is getting equipped, and I'm going to replace one of my cards. But yeah, you always want to go for the procs. It's very important to have the procs because that makes them unique. There's many different angles you can get all attack from, so usually there's not a situation where you have to choose between. I guess that's why I'm curious what your scenario is. So it depends on what you're trying to replace. But Ghost Rider should have the option for the all attack, which you should be going for on all your cards anyway. It has all attack up here with the energy and physical. So you already have 20% all attack from your Ghost Rider. You want that proc. And then stuff over here. See, all attack, all attack, all attack, all attack. You always want to put all attack on your blues. Like, yeah, you always want that. So you want both. I want to replace the Ghost Rider card with Guardians of the Galaxy from my PvP deck. Oh, yeah, in my opinion, unless you have a really, really shitty roll in your Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider is one of the best cards in the game. Guardians of the Galaxy is up there. The reason Guardians of the Galaxy is so good, though, is you can roll the double at the bottom. You can get energy or down here and physical, so that's sort of like all attack. And then you have all basic attacks up here, and then you have all attacks up here. So technically, it's not exactly, it's just over 30. So you can technically get, in a way, over 30% all attack on a single card. That's why you get Guardians. If you don't have at least a 6, if you don't have a 6 or 7 with the double attack at the bottom, honestly, it's not worth using the Ghost Rider at all. I mean, the Guardians, it's not worth using Guardians of the Galaxy at all. In my opinion, you want both, though. So I would not replace a Ghost Rider with the Guardians. I would unequip the Ghost Rider and roll it up if you need to, but I would not get rid of it. Like, right now, my Avengers card in the center is going to get replaced by that Fantastic Four. And when I equip that, Ghost Rider, Luna Snow, White Fox, Fantastic Four, and either Guardians of the Galaxy or Baby Spidey is the best card set in the game, in my opinion, for PvE. Yeah, if you do that, that's a reasonable plan. If you pull off Ghost Rider to roll it up better, yeah, I think that's worthwhile. You know, get good stats in there. All attack, attack speed, right? All basic defenses. Critical damage would probably be better. Ignore defense again. Not really much else you can work with. Max hit points is fine. Recovery rate, obviously, dodge would be better. Recovery rate's fine to have too. Like, these are pretty solid stats on these cards. So, I don't have the best rolls, but I've got some pretty decent rolls, and it does make a huge difference in the long run. So, but in my opinion, I think the procs are after you get all your all attacks set up, but you still want them in the long run. So in the long run, you do want to have the Ghost Rider equipped, because I consider Ghost Rider to be one of the top 3 best cards in the game. I would probably say it's somewhere between Ghost Rider and Fantastic Four as number 1 slot, and then Luna Snow and White Fox are right after Fantastic Four and Ghost Rider. Those 4 there, in my opinion, are hands down the best cards in the game. And then after that, you just want to get a really good card like Guardians of the Galaxy or Baby Spidey, because both can get the double attacks at the bottom. You're getting close to the gold cap, Blaze. You're going to have to start making stuff up to burn gold on. I know. There's not a lot to burn it on, though. Participate in... Oh, yeah, I just got to do infinite challenge mode. Last time I did it, though, it was lagging. And I have a visitor coming up, so I'm actually going to have to wrap up the stream soon. Couple more minutes. We'll chat while I do Shadowlands, and then I'll play offline. So any more thoughts as I wrap up the stream for today? Obviously, I'm back every Saturday. And if you want more opinions, Immortal, if you want, you can hop into my Discord and ask some of them. I have a consultant group. MFF consultants basically are folks I know that I trust and have either the same or varying opinions on advice like that. So if you want to ask them, you're welcome to do it too. You just got to follow the rules, agree to the rules, and then you choose your role. Make sure you pick Marvel Future Fight if you want. Friendly fight. Yeah, we're all friends here. Everybody's friends with everybody. Because we don't bring drama. We're unique people. We're not always going to agree, and that's fine. Just don't be a dick about it. So, I'm trying to get all the Shadowland tokens whenever I play. Every time I play Shadowlands, I use one character to clear until I break 35, and then I just throw people on. I don't really care who it is. So it's like, it doesn't even need to be a supervillain, honestly. I just grab heroes. I just grab whoever's at the top of the list, and I just grab a group of 3 people, let them beat them up, and go on to the next. So as long as somebody doesn't die, I get every single character. I have every character in the game, so that's like 2,000 tokens, over 2,000 tokens I get every single week with Shadowlands. So I'm usually not hurting for tokens. Obviously, sometimes it's better to pick the right. You know, if it's supervillains, you can grab a supervillain, but you only need 1 to do it, and the other 2 are there just to get tokens. Oh, see, like that right there. You have to reset. If you lose a character, that's 10 tokens I would have lost right there. So, yeah, we're not gonna do that. It ain't gonna fly. Sorry, we'll just do that swap right there would be enough. Because she's both villain and energy. So they can't reflect the damage back. She'll clear this a lot quicker, too. Done! Maestro. Yeah, I watched your video during the first few days of playing this game. The one about lead and support, which helped me struggle less. Cool. I'm glad it was helpful. That's why I make the videos. I love the game, and I want to help out other players so that they're not struggling like I was. I got most of my advice from talking to other players. Like when I stream, I would have some of the veteran players come in and give advice or opinions. Some of them I stayed... no, I'm kidding. Most of them have quit or stopped being my friend because we got in drama. But I got like 1 or 2 folks that I still trust, that I talk to on a regular basis, that help. And I'm lucky enough to be in an alliance that has some really knowledgeable people that are helpful. So I like to spread the knowledge around a bit. I think it's helpful to help everyone out. There's a lot to the game. And little small things. Like, I was just talking with... so one of the guys I talked to that's one of the knowledgeable folks that I mentioned is Solar Wolf. He's in my Discord. He's at work right now. Otherwise, he'd be watching. But Solar, he was arguing with me, or discussing, about whether or not the support artifacts are based upon the instinct of the support character or the character they're supporting. And I said it's the character they're supporting. For example, he was taking Valkyrie and trying to roll her artifact up to +20 and try to get her to tier 4 to get her instinct up so that she can do more support. And I said that doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to do anything with Valkyrie. Just having Valkyrie on the team with her artifact, it's based upon the damage dealer. And we went back and forth until he checked with some of the veteran players that used to talk to me and confirmed what I said. And he didn't know that. Now, he's a very knowledgeable player. I say stuff and he calls me on it all the time because he's very free-to-play friendly. I lose track of the free-to-play stuff because I buy everything. For the most part, I've spent quite a decent amount on my account, like about 3,000 over the years. So I have everything unlocked, and I'm a star creator. So Netmarble gives me 5,000 crystals per month. So I gamble with those crystals or buy uniforms with those crystals. So I have a pretty competitive account. But when you have everything, you don't always remember what's free to play or what are options or what it's like to be a free to play player. So folks like Solar will challenge my advice and be like, you know, Blaze, blah, 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 blah. And he's right often enough. Yes, sometimes I'm right and he's wrong, but he gives some very good pushback. And then there's other folks. There's other folks, too, that are in a similar boat. There's a guy, Official Eli. You see his name. He was popping up. He was watching on Twitch. I think he's still there. But Official Eli, I've been playing with him for years, and he's picked up a whole bunch of good tips, and he shares them as well. That's why both of them are consultants in my Discord. Unfortunately, though, some of the big... You are still here. Okay. There's some big names. Remember, like, the guy 32. He just straight up quit. He used to give great advice. Deathminder, I think, still plays, but he doesn't stream or give advice anymore. And it's not that I don't think he would be against giving advice. It's just he just doesn't stream. He's putting his family first instead of the game. Silly man. But those are some of the folks. Yo, welcome, Dark Slayer Yamato. Anyway, sorry, Immortal. Talking your ear off. Hopefully I answered your card question. Hopefully that helped. Sometimes the advice is very nuanced. There's few scenarios that are a black and white answer. Yes, officially lie. Yes, and that's why I decided to bring the Discord server back after I deleted it, because I kept thinking, you know, if you don't bounce ideas off of each other and ask why and think about it and rationalize your choices, then you're just going to be in an echo chamber and probably make some bad choices, potentially. I like having those different perspectives. So you, and that's why I keep telling folks, this is just my opinion. Don't just listen to me. Get advice from at least 3 or 4 people. So having those nuanced views so that you can make an informed decision for your own account. I want folks to make informed decisions. I don't want you to do it because I said so. I want you to do it because I said so, you understand why and agree with the reason why and think that's best for your account. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Dark Slayer Yamato. Just getting in some Shadowlands before I wrap up the stream for the day. Usually I start right around reset. Yeah, thanks for that. Absolutely, Immortal. I'm glad that was helpful. I'm an adult now. I don't have to listen to because I said so anymore. Right? That's right. The words popping up are from Twitch, those of you who are on YouTube. I'm going to repeat myself a few times because some of you may have just jumped in. I'll do one more shameless plug for my Discord if you want to join it. Since I'm wrapping up the stream, like Dark Slayer Yamato, if you have questions, if I or one of my buddies can help you, we will happily share our opinion. But if not, on that note, don't forget about our friendly fight. Oh! I thought you were making a joke about friendly fight, like Marvel friendly fight instead of Marvel future fight. I don't know why you always want to fight me on stream, Fat Bubba, but okay. Okay. If it makes you happy. If it makes you happy, why not? It only takes a few seconds. El Lobo Loco. That's the official Eli. Master Joe full streams. He's pretty smart. I don't talk to him a whole bunch anymore, but he's a good guy. Wazuki. Used to talk to him a lot. Used to play a lot. He's a very experienced player. Neck 35. He is one of the top 10, top 20 ABX players. We used to talk all the time. He actually made me a really good player. Then he decided to cuss me out in my Discord, and I kicked him, and he hasn't spoken to me since. Benchmaster. He is one of the elite folks that I talked about. Still talk to him. Still friendly guy. Great guy. Very knowledgeable. Solar. That Solar Wolf that I was just talking about. Deathminder. I was just talking about him. Used to be a streamer. I know some of these folks. Red Scarface has gotten really experienced. He's starting to kick my ass. Mayhem in My Hands used to be an alliance leader. Unfortunately, he hasn't been playing as much for reasons. Godzilla. Interesting. Dark Animal, he also streams. Where are you? Did you change your name, Fat Bubba? Or did I just roll past you? No, right there. I just rolled past you. It's possible I changed my team up. You might be able to beat me this time. No, not really, lol. And I'm Virgil from your DC server. Oh, I forgot. Dark Slayer Yamato. I don't know why, but putting the two names together. Sorry. I thought you were brand new. My bad. My bad. I know who you are now. We were just talking about Final Fantasy. Oh, oh, oh. All you got to do is beat me twice, and it's yours. Because all I've got is supports. Almost. Just got to hard mode. Nice. Oh, you did it! You did it! Congratulations. Sorry. I thought there was no way your Null's gonna die to my little Shirk puppy. Nope. Sorry, man. Damn. I really thought you had that. I thought that was yours. I really did. Damn. I really should tier 4 Jeff. Yeah, yeah. Good game indeed. That was, like I said, I really genuinely thought you had that. I was really surprised when Jeff came in and just said, "My name is Jeff." He's not even built. Probably should build him. Maybe I should tier 4 him. He is pretty brutal. Definitely got enough. There you go. I'll burn some gold here. Make some room for more gold. Definitely got the life seeds. I was thinking of tier 4ing Jeff. I just haven't done it yet. Trust me, beating me in PvP is not a flex. I do not have very good PvP teams, and I do not have my account geared towards it. Like, even my Sentry, he's only ranked 5,000. I mean, he's not... There's nothing super impressive about him. Probably could re-roll that to have an instinct match. Sentry's still my best PvP character. That's why I'm double supporting him now. You stop timeline battle? What do you mean you stop timeline battle? Oh, he does have an insight. That's what I thought. Cool. I get destroyed it all the time, so waiting to tier 4 Sentry and then dude. You could still get some points, though. I would run timeline battle just to get your dailies in and get some of the rewards, even if you're not maxing them out. Even if you lose regularly, eventually you'll get your butt kicked so much you'll get down to a lower tier, and then you'll start winning again. Timeline is frustrating, but at least it's auto-playable. I don't even bother playing it. I just auto it with Sentry and a double support. I think I was going to do something else and my brain stopped working, so I don't even know. I got to go do my lunch walk. Don't stop. Exactly. Timeline can be a passion in the ass, but free crystals is free crystal. Right, exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, just do it for something. Oh, you meant a pain. That's what I figured you meant, but I thought it was weird. I was confused. Probably should amplify all this. Not that I use them that often. I'll come back and deal with it later. That's what I was going to do. I was going to go back to Othen and get his type maxed out. It's a good spot to waste some gold. Only have enough for 3? Auto enhance. I need 5. Here we go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. 15 million down the drain. Boom. Gone. Wow. Let's do 40. Let's do 50 million. There's another 50 million. There you go. You said I got to spend some gold. There we go. Making some room for gold. I barely put a tent in my. I got first try. First try. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Ooh, I don't want to max it. There you go. Do about, I don't know, like, let's do 20. 119 million. It's probably making some of you cry because of, yeah, how much I'm spending. That's a failure. That's a failure. That's a failure. Come on. Come on. Don't be like that. So, 8, 12, 16. Let's get another 140 mil. This is so stupid, man. Literally spent, what, like 300 million gold and nothing? Come on. That's so stupid. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I'm going to go do my lunch walk, and then I'm going to do my infinite mode later. Everyone who hung out today, thank you. If you're catching the stream playback on YouTube or Twitch, come check me out sometime. We're all here about playing the game, having fun, and enjoying it. So have a good one. Catch you next time, and bye for now.